Hey friends, it's Aubrey. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you some recipes using meatballs, and the inspiration for this video came from meatball prices being really good in my area. I don't know if they're good in your area, but if they are, definitely head on over to the store and grab some so you can make some of these delicious meals. I am making some meatball subs. I have my clearance bread, some meatballs that I picked up. I have some pasta sauce that I needed to use, and then I have some Parmesan and mozzarella cheese. What I like to do for my meatball subs is first make some garlic bread. So I spread some butter on there, sprinkle some garlic powder, and then sprinkle on the cheese and let that get melting a little bit before I add the meatballs and sauce. I'm going to pop the bread into the oven to get that Parmesan cheese and butter and garlic all melted and a little bit toasty. While the bread is getting warmed up, I'm going to warm up my meatballs. And what I like to do for my meatball subs is chop the meatballs into smaller pieces. I've found that it makes it way easier to eat. That's just personal preference. You can keep the meatballs whole if you desire. I'm going to heat up the meatballs and the sauce on the stove, and then we will start making the meatball subs. I'm layering on some mozzarella cheese and some Parmesan cheese to the bottom and then putting my meatballs and sauce on top. That way the meatballs being warm will help the cheese melt more thoroughly while in the oven. We served this with some air fryer green beans. This is my favorite way to do green beans nowadays, so I will link a video where I made these with the full recipe here for you. This was also a super kid and baby friendly meal. I highly recommend that you make this for your family. This next recipe is one of my favorite ways to use meatballs. It's a Swedish meatball ORZO dish. We're gonna get the onion cooking and just season it lightly with some oil, salt, and pepper. Then we'll be adding in some additional ingredients to make the ORZO pasta sauce taste super good. Once the sauce ingredients have been combined, we're going to add in our meatballs, and just like with the meatball subs, I like to chop up my meatballs for most recipes just to make it a little bit easier to eat, and so that's what I did here with my meatballs. This dinner is really fast and easy to make and so filling. I highly recommend making this one for your family. The next recipe is egg roll in a bowl. I have been wanting to do this recipe for so long and just never had cabbage on hand. Luckily, I was able to find some on sale for 97 cents for the coleslaw mix bag, and so I found this to be the perfect time to make this recipe. Instead of using ground beef or ground pork, I decided this was a great opportunity to use some meatballs. I put them in whole for this recipe. That way each person could have, 6 to 7 meatballs and be able to chop them up if they desired. I would recommend making extra sauce or even doubling the sauce recipe if you are going to serve this over rice, just so that way you have enough of that liquid to go around. But this was so tasty, and I'm definitely going to be adding it into the rotation for our family because it was quick and easy to make. This next one is a meatball bake, and I just had to use my dinosaur little pasta spoon ladle thing. He is so cute. Got him from a friend and love using him in my kitchen. If I can find one similar to him, I'll link it down below for you. This is another recipe where I chopped up my meatballs so that way they spread more evenly throughout the dish, and I was also running low on meatballs, so this is a good way to stretch the meatballs that you do have to make them disperse more evenly throughout your dishes. I added some additional Italian seasoning, garlic powder, and onion powder just to kind of bump up the flavor of the spaghetti sauce. I had a little bit of remnants of some Parmesan cheese, so I decided to use up that bag and then add in some mozzarella on top. For whatever reason, this mozzarella cheese from the Kroger brand doesn't melt very well. It still tastes really good, but definitely doesn't give that oozy, cheesy effect that I would like to have. This was a super simple dinner. We ate the whole pan and it was delicious. I love making meals like this because they're so easy and tasty. That is all I have for you guys today. I hope you did enjoy. If you did, please leave me a comment down below of some ways that you're planning on using meatballs in the near future. I would love some more recipe ideas to use them for. And if you enjoyed the video, give it a like and hit that subscribe button. And I hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye.